KKK.
All right, so this is Tommy Lahren talking about Trump being endorsed by the KKK. She's a favorite. I play her clips all the time, and she's also a moron.
I know so little about the news that I don't even know who Tommy Lahren is.
She works for the Blaze.
Okay, cool. I don't even know who these fuckers are.
Let's watch.
Play?
Play!
Woo.
And welcome back for my final thoughts tonight. Question, where do you get your...
Have you noticed that the right wing is very smart and that any right wing media has attractive female news hosts?
That is what they do.
That is like their main thing.
We call her Barbie. We call her Barbie on the show whenever she shows up.
I think that's unfair to Barbies. Barbies clearly are clearly more well invested in their experience than she is.
Sure. She also has a giraffe neck.
Oh, God.
It's because I was reading through some Super Tuesday articles this morning, and I noticed a trend. Let me provide an example from CNN International. The headline, Angry Republicans Show Up in the South on Super Tuesday. But it's not just CNN. The mainstream media overall echoed the same sentiment. The GOP is fractured, scared, angry, and panicked. But it's our own fault.
They are!
Have you heard?
Well, yeah.
It's not biased.
Yeah.
It's called the truth, bitch.
Yeah, well, many of them are angry. I mean, it's irrelevant. That would be like saying when they said something like, imagine if the news media had said, angry blacks turn out in record numbers to elect Obama.
Oh shit!
It's just super bizarre, and I mean, I don't watch the Blaze. I don't really take in any media. It's just an observation, like we were saying before, about how, I mean, they headline things, how they title things now.
Sure.
And it's to say angry Republicans turn out in the South on Super Tuesday is literally the equivalent in the modern atmosphere of saying angry racist Southerners turn out to elect Trump. It's the same thing.
And the thing is, though, angry I can see, but when it comes to fractured, it very clearly is fractured. I know several Republicans who despise Trump.
No, beyond that, there's no arguing that the current climate of both parties, because there's almost a 50-50 split between Sanders and Clinton. We're seeing an unprecedented level of divide in this country.
And panic. You cannot. I don't see why people would possibly deny that. There is clearly
no. I think the thing that they're triggered by is the angry. And like I said, it's the same. It's like if you describe any massive turnout as a threat, you're then just saying that Republicans are a threat.
I like how she's so triggered by that, and then she does the angry response.
Yeah, that's the smart way to take it. If you were smart, you'd take it in an analytical sense, laugh, and move on.
You know, that's not her style. Not at all.
No.
Heard the expression, never let them see you sweat? I don't want Trump to be our nominee either, but for goodness sakes, we can't start losing our minds unraveling like this. Take, for example, this whole KKK nonsense. The mainstream media received a gift from Donald J. Trump, and they aren't letting anyone forget it.
So are you prepared right now to make a clear and unequivocal statement renouncing the support of all white supremacists?
Of course I am. Of course I am. I mean, there's nobody that's done so much for equality as I have. You take a look at it.
There's no one who's done as much for business as I have. There's no one who's done as much for equality as I have. There's no one that's done as much for Mexico as I have. You don't... The Mexicans love me.
They love me. They fucking love me. See, and we touched on this earlier. I acknowledge that he condemned white supremacist groups. That's fine. I'm not saying Trump's a white supremacist. I'm just saying that it is very telling that so many white supremacist groups support Trump.
Sure.
I think that's fair.
At Palm Beach, Florida, I built the Mar-a-Lago Club, totally open to everybody. A club that, frankly, set a new standard in clubs.
Set a new standard in clubs.
To show how much he's worked for racial equality, he built a club that was open to everyone.
Yeah, it's a racially equal club. Everyone's allowed in. I don't even exclude the blacks. It's fine.
I let the darkies in. It's whatever.
It's whatever. We're laid back like that.
Be cool. Oh.
Palm Beach, and I've gotten great credit for it. That is totally open to everybody. So of course I am.
Wow.
So let me first point out a red flag here. George Stephanopoulos used to work for the Clintons. He's donated to...
Bum, bum, bum. Everyone knows the source here, guys. Like, in all seriousness, every educated person already knows that George Stephanopoulos is an extremely left-leaning individual. No one needs an assist on that. Seriously, no one needs an assist on that.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Everyone knows his political stance, people. That's not novel.
It's so funny the way she tries to assert herself to me.
I just explained I didn't know who you were, and I immediately knew who George Stephanopoulos was. Think about that.
the Clinton Foundation.
That does say a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I know his leanings, I know who he is, and I don't know who the fuck this is, so...
She's fucking ridiculous. Like, this girl is, like, my fucking age. And she has her own news show on the Glenn Beck's network. And she like, tries to give off this professional air, and it's just so phony.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
It's despicable. Like, fuck her.
Forthright Democrat. I would like to see him ask Hillary Clinton to disavow Boko Haram, but that would be a cold day in hell. I'm not a Trump supporter, but his response...
Hold up. Has Boko Haram said that they were going to fucking vote for Hillary, though?
No, I don't think they have.
Like, I don't think they fucking can't. Like, that's a complete... We can have that conversation, but that's a completely separate conversation.
Yeah, it's an extreme stretch. It's not a bit of a stretch. It's an extreme stretch to say that.
It had nothing to do with his support for the KKK.
And hold on, one more thing. So I don't completely agree with Hillary Clinton's stance on Islam, but she has denounced radical Islam several times.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I don't think so. I don't think he could recall.
Who's working your cameras?
To be honest, but that's beside
Yeah,
the point.
it's more of that professional, like, ooh, let's get a zoom in shot. Let's switch to camera B. It's
I mean, I'm not trying to be difficult, but what the fuck was that?
It's so jarring and distracting. Like, when I'm trying to focus and refute what you're saying, and then whoa!
Yeah, no, it really is. It's not even like the professionals do it very rarely, and then when they're delivering the news, it's a static shot. And with camera cuts in like paragraph breaks. That's how this is done. There's a whole format.
They're like, we need to keep this cinematic. We need to keep the audience entertained. Do something, movement, wave some like keys in front of the camera or something.
It's kind of like you've seen the intro to the Young Turks, where it's all the zoom shots and refocuses and all this other stuff. You don't actually shoot your whole news program that way. That's just how you show that you're a dynamic organization.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's subliminal, that's all.
To our candidates all the time. These aren't probing questions. These are traps disguised as journalism.
No
to
that whole angle. No.
It's working. It's working because we are playing into the game.
It's unprofessional. Okay, hold up.
It's
She's
like
looking at a camera.
It's like a group of drunken chimpanzees are operating the camera booms. I would literally step out of the booth and beat these people with wires if they worked for me. What are you
staring
doing?
at a camera directly in front of her, and then camera B circles around while she's
whooshing
still
around the fucking room, just like, check it out, look at this angle. Isn't this cool and dynamic? Like, no, it's making me fucking nauseous. What are you doing?
It doesn't help that I have to look at her face, too.
You're not delivering anything more succinctly by jarring the camera around.
There are plenty of things to attack Donald Trump about. Can we please move beyond the KKK soundbite? It's getting old. But those are just my final thoughts. Feel free to disagree. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Tommy Laren.
I wish we could move past that.
You don't even have enough thoughts worth refuting. I mocked your fucking production values. That's where we're at with your crew. I'm not making fun of your message. You said will Hillary Clinton condemn Boko Haram? I can't condemn that stupid. I just have to move on and start working on the fucking production value of your crew.
Yeah, she has a fucking duck face and a Voldemort nose, dude.
Fantastic.
Look at that. Oh my god. The reason that people are kind of exploding about this KKK thing is it's relevant. Because so many of Trump's supporters, you know, if you like really look at these polls, like, do they want the South to rise? Like, these are scary statistics, okay? We can't just ignore these people vote.
Yeah.
You want me to just ignore that? Madness.
Yeah, well, I mean, I
madness.
hope you're getting comfortable because you know we're probably going to be under Trump.
Well, whatever. You got to take it.
Honestly, the joke I say is if you guys think he can affect that much change, you're crazy. He's fucking. It's a politician. They can't do as much as people like to think they
Yeah,
can.
he's not. We're not electing him king or some shit.
Yeah, in spite of what some people voting for him might think.
That's what they do want. Let's see what else we have.
I'm not going to let her self-promote, so we're just going to stop there.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter. No, fuck you.
That's all she's going to do from here is self.